Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about NNDM stock, Palantir, PLTR stock, and BNGO stock. First, we will start off with Palantir stock and why I am buying more. I will also talk about why PLTR stock is a great long-term hold, so get it now while it's cheap. Next, we will talk about Nano Dimension stock because NNDM stock is set to bounce back after their recent earnings report. In other stock news, Nano Dimension CEO will be joining Nano Dimension's board of directors as chairman of the board. Then lastly, we will talk about BNGO stock catalysts that are approaching, which could increase the BNGO stock price. Press the like button right now for NNDM stock, PLTR stock, or BNGO stock. Comment your thoughts down below, subscribe for more stock news, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Data mining company Palantir Technologies has lost 45% of its value in the last month, even after reporting great fourth quarter results for operating profit and revenue that actually beat analysts' expectations. However, many investors are still not pleased with PLTR stock, and the media continues to trash Palantir, but this gives us as investors a great opportunity to buy PLTR stock for cheap. Even if we consider this aggressive pullback, PLTR stock is a fantastic long-term play that I will continually buy under $30. Palantir stock grew by 47% in 2020 alone, plus it has great customers that are willing to pay top dollar for their platforms. Palantir has over 33 contracts that are each worth over $5 million from very high-end customers like Amazon, the US Army, the FDA, 3M, and IBM. This basically guarantees strong revenues moving forward, along with the potential of landing even more contracts because it's doing business with such prestigious companies. Cathie Wood and ARK Invest also love PLTR stock, so they bought 2.6 million shares of Palantir Technologies on the most recent dip. But this is no surprise considering that PLTR stock is a favorite of ARK Invest. Also, an analyst from Goldman Sachs has a buy rating for Palantir with a price target of $34. Another analyst has a price prediction of $40, which also came with a buy rating, and I personally have a $50 to $55 price prediction for PLTR stock. Palantir Technologies has great fundamentals and an impressive list of customers and should be scooped up now because it's cheap. However, keep in mind that PLTR stock will be a long-run play and will give you profits gradually. Palantir is going to start doing demo events starting on April 14th, which could also push the PLTR stock price higher, so remember to get it now while it's cheap. For our next stock news story, we will talk about NNDM stock, which currently sits around $11.45 after its fourth quarter earnings results came in, which I already broke down in the previous video. On top of that, Nano Dimension announced that its president and CEO, Mr. Stern, will be joining its board of directors, but more on that later. Nano Dimension stock is very volatile and it's a very high risk, high reward play, but during the dip it was a great buy, just like PLTR stock. I really hope you all did some great stock shopping while the market was down, but this is going to be even better because everything's coming back up now, so try to catch the elevator. It seems that NNDM continues to hold above its $6 support line, which hopefully will transform into a $10 support line if we are lucky. I think NNDM stock will continue to rise with periodic pullbacks, especially because their revenues beat analysts' estimates by almost 100%. The minor setback was that Nano Dimension had a loss of 20 cents a share instead of 4 cents a share, but NNDM really impressed investors with its resilience during a time where they were supposed to make barely any revenue at all. I also want to state that NNDM does not represent the array of different additive manufacturers or 3D printing stocks, so remember to look into other 3D printing stocks as well instead of just betting on a company like Nano Dimension, which infiltrated the PCB niche, because the 3D printing industry is much broader and more diverse than just PCBs. I like the PRNT ETF from ARK, who also loves NNDM stock, and it's very impressed by its management, particularly because Nano Dimension has contracts with defense contractors, which is a huge deal. Nano Dimension also has been trading at above average volumes lately, where normally it trades at around 34 million trades a day, and recently it's been trading at around 42 million, so there could be more volatility up ahead. The CEO and president of Nano Dimension will be joining the board of directors as their chairman, and the chairman that he is currently replacing said this, and I quote, "Under the exceptional guidance of our CEO, Yoav Stern, Nano has transformed into a viable and momentous force in the world of electronics. I am thankful for the years of close association with Nano Dimension and for the privilege of being its chairman of the board. However, as CEO of PowerBreezer, my complete focus is required to support its exponential growth." End quote. Then Mr. Stern had this to comment, and he says this, and I quote, "Mr. Baharov's service as a director since 2015 and as a chairman of the board since January 2020 has added significant value and demonstrated devotion and commitment. While he will focus on growing PowerBreezer, he has agreed to join Professor Magdazi and serve on our advisory board. We wish Ofer much success in his present and future endeavors, and we thank him for his contribution to Nano Dimension." The CEO of Nano Dimension goes on to say, "At Nano Dimension, we are rigorously working to strengthen the company as we prepare for an intensive growth phase, which we expect to happen as a result," listen to this, "of our merger and acquisition activity," so relatively soon. Anyway, going back to the quote, "Also, as part of our preparation for our next stage of growth, we will be adding to our technology development and executive management teams." This is great news because now Mr. Stern is the CEO, the president, and the chairman of the board, and this will allow him to take the company in the direction that he mainly wants it to go. And right now he's really focusing on merging and acquisitions for another company or other companies that will push Nano Dimension into their growth phase. Lastly, a quick Bionanogenomics update, and it's that BNGO stock could see some growth because two small catalysts are coming up on the 17th, and one of them is Oppenheimer will have their annual health conference where Bionanogenomics management will be speaking about their breakthroughs, and another conference is happening on the 17th through the 19th, and Bionanogenomics will be participating all the way through that one. So this could boost the BNGO stock price even though it's technically already highly valued. Remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed. Thank you to all of my subscribers, you all are the best, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.